All right, so we're going to just kind of run down each of these sheets and just kind of plop the views on there, and then we're going to go from there essentially and start developing each one as we progress through the next couple of days of class. So the site plan is something that a few of you have been looking forward to. We're going to be doing some like actual site plan drawings with CAD in CAD links so that you kind of see part of the process. Like if you're working with consultants and stuff, I'll show you how to update consultant files and everything like that. It's going to be super basic, but it'll work. So anyway, we've got our site plan that needs to be a separate plan view. Notice how right now we have a site plan right here. This particular site plan, I forget the size of the site. We could look at it real quick. Is there even a site plan in this set? Yeah, there's this one. It's kind of a small scale. All right, so let's go with the scale that we have here. So let's just drag that site plan onto the sheet, and it's probably going to be a bigger scale than that. So let's go to 110. That's 1 inch equals 10 feet, and we'll leave it on the sheet like that for now. That's it, guys. This is all cartooning is. You just create the view, put it on the sheet, and then calibrate it later. So the next thing, let's close that sheet, and let's go to the first floor RCP. You guys, I don't think at this stage we worked in RCP yet, though I did show you the RCPs. So we have a level 1 RCP, so that's under ceiling plans there. We're going to drop that on. And make sure the scale is the same as the floor plans. So this is our floor plan scale there at 1/4 inch equals a foot. This one is 1/8 inch equals a foot, so we can change that to 1/4. We'll drop that on the sheet and then progress to the next one. We're going to set up second floor RCP. I'm going to say level 2, drop that on, change this to 1/4 inch, locate it, and then progress to the next sheet. Okay, so that's really all it is, guys. So I want to get us to a point where we've dropped all of our views onto each sheet, and then we're going to start looking at formatting those views and getting them to be properly aligned and everything like that. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video and then show you the formatting in a little bit when we get to that point. Okay, so hang tight with me and let's keep going. All right, guys. I'm going to proceed a little bit now and just show you guys a couple of like management functions. And I know many of you are going to look at this and say, "Oh, that's dumb. I already know how to do that." But you'd be surprised at how many people don't really think about the simplest functions and how to make them more efficient. So basically, we have these views that are on sheet. We need to change and format those views and get them to kind of all be sort of contiguous and formatted properly. My simple question to you is, where do you make those changes? Do you make them on the sheet? Do you make them in properties? Do you make them in a schedule? Right? So we're going to be talking about this stuff, but generally speaking, your project browser is kind of like a schedule in a way. Because it allows you to select different views and sheets and stuff and change their parameters just by kind of clicking on it right there. But anyway, so what I want to do is change some of these things down here, like all of our view titles and stuff like that for our various views, to be something that reads as a set of drawings, which means all capital letters, they all follow the same naming convention, and we can do that very simply by using the project browser. And I suggest you get used to using the project browser for that. So anyway, what we've got is a set of sheets, right? And if you hit these little plus buttons, you're going to see each of the views on those sheets and what their name is. Something that you might encounter though, okay, and I want you guys to pay very close attention to this because it's going to happen to every single one of you when you get out to the office environment and they've set up their project browser very, very carefully. Okay, there's a cool function in the project browser, right? So we have views and we have sheets with views. If I click on level 1, right, I see my first floor plan. Or if I close that and I go to floor plan level 1 here, it opens up the same plan. that is redundant. So what most offices do is they change the project browser settings to basically eliminate the list format of all views that are placed on sheets and only shows them when they're on the sheet. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. We're going to go to right-click the views thing at the top and go to Browser Organization. And we're going to change this to Not on Sheets. Okay, so when I do that, the only views that show up in that views panel thing, tab thing, whatever you want to call it, are views that are not placed on sheets, which is pretty much no more views because I used all my views. Okay, so you're going to encounter that most likely. And if I didn't show you that, you'd be really confused where all of your views are.
So now we're just working on the sheets. We're not working on those like views that we.
Good question. You do not have to work on the sheet. You can work on the view, but you have to access it by opening the view from that sheet, like I just did right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but wasn't it easier to have 4 of them flying together?
I don't know. It's up to you. So that's a really good question. Yeah, isn't it easier? Well, yes. For us right now, it might be easier, but in reality, like when you get into an office, there are going to be hundreds of details. Hopefully not hundreds, but there might be hundreds of details that are preloaded into your file, and you won't know which ones are on sheets already. So that's where that function becomes extremely useful. So anyway, you're going to see it. I want you to be prepared for it, but I'm going to operate like this for now to force you guys to get used to it. So you don't have to do this right now if you don't want to. Okay? So anyway, the other thing that I want to do is take a look at all of these views and name them appropriately. So you can see that my sheets, I named them with a particular naming convention, right? I did whatever the level was first, and then I did whatever the view was second after a hyphen, right? So I'm going to do the same thing for my views, and I'm going to right-click and go to Rename, or you could click it and go up to Properties, but the view name for me, like you'd have to scroll all the way down and go down to Site, and that's a pain in the butt for me, so I just right-click and rename it right here. This one's going to be called Site Plan. Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? You guys can figure this all out on your own. This one is going to be the level 1 floor plan is going to be called First Floor Plan. I don't generally hyphenate First Floor Plan. I don't know why. I just don't. And this is very important, guys. When you're changing the name of your levels, be very careful to either, if you want to change, I think I showed you guys this before, right?
The levels on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, so just be careful because generally if you change the name on the sheet, like that's what this is. This is the name on the sheet. It will also change the name of the level too unless you hit no. So I'm going to hit no. Same thing here. Second floor plan, no. Reflected ceiling plans, they're probably going to do the same thing. So I'm going to say second floor RCP. No. Oh, that was first floor RCP. My bad. First floor. Rename this one. Second floor RCP. And then roof is just going to be roof plan. All right. And then lastly, we have elevations. So these are, we're just going to call these elevation, like east elevation, west elevation, so on and so forth. Okay. So I'll let you guys go through the process of naming those like that. Okay.
So we should just make all capital?
Yes. You hate that, don't you?
I don't like it.
Huh?
I don't like it.
Well, that's the architectural convention. Get used to it.
I already write that way.
It's almost impossible to see a set of plans, and actually it irks me that there are actually lowercase letters in this plan. Like that? All caps. All the time.
Yes, sir. Why?
That's just convention.
No,
I'm trying to put you guys in a non-creative box, okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop this video and we're going to do some more stuff here in a little bit.